Girls, now that we've got our snowman coated, now let's add some other things around here. So the first thing that you could add is some snowflakes. So we're going to come over here, you're going to go to your sprite. I'm just going to choose a sprite and I'm going to do snow. There's my snowflake. Now if you notice, that's bigger than the snowman. So I'm going to change the size to that. Let's try 50%. Still a little too big. Let's try 25%. Okay, that's not too bad, so we can keep that. And you could come over and change the colors. It's really hard to see that, so I'm going to go to costumes. I'm going to go to paint, and I'm just going to choose maybe a little bit more purplish color. And then I'm going to choose the bucket, and I'm going to come over here. And now it looks a little bit more purple. It stands out a little bit more. You don't have to do that. So now I'm going to coat it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to get my flag because I want this to happen automatically, not when clicked. So I'm going to get the flag, and because I don't care where it starts on the page, I'm just going to tell it to go to a random position. Now I want it to move down. To move down is a new block. It's called change the Y by 10. Now if I change the Y by 10, it goes up. But if I want to change it to go down, it's opposite, so it's negative 10. So now it goes down like this. Now I don't want to have to sit there and keep clicking this over and over again. So that's where I'm going to use a loop. So let's say if it starts at the highest point, let's put it somewhere right there. Okay. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So I'm going to say 28. Now that number might change depending on your size of your snowflake or where you've put it, but I'm going to say repeat that 28 times. So now when I come here, I click the flag, it goes to a random position. It's going to wait for just a second until it gets to the 28. But wait, it's going to stay there forever because I didn't tell it to do anything else. So what you could do is you could come over here and you could tell it to hide at the end of that. Then you could tell it to go to a random position. And then you could tell it to show back up. So now, let's see. Okay, so now I'm going to go this. It comes down, goes to a random position, but I want it to look like it's keep falling down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this, I'm going to nest this. I'm going to put a loop inside of a loop. So I'm going to take all of this and I'm going to put it inside the forever loop. So now when I click it, so maybe I don't want it to go 28 times because it is looking like it's getting stuck. So let's maybe try it 15 times. So let's try it again. There we go. So the 15 works a little bit better. Now, the higher the number, the faster it goes. So if I want to slow that snowflake down, I could change that to -5, and you'll see it goes a little bit slower. Now, if I want more snowflakes, what you could do here is how you duplicate. Now, you don't have to do this hide and show. You could, because it's making it look a little jumpy there. So I could take that out and just add this. And it doesn't look quite as jumpy with that. So I'm going to just debug that and take that out. And that's okay. So now I'm going to come over here. I'm going to hold and click it. And I'm going to say duplicate it. Now I've got 2. Hold and click. And duplicate. Hold and click and duplicate and so forth. So now I have three snowflakes going down, and now I can change this, and you see, and I could add even more snowflakes. And because you are making a winter scene, after you're done with all of this, you could come and maybe click winter. Maybe you want to add a penguin, or maybe you want to add a polar bear and add some animation and do some fun stuff with that. So there's lots of other options that you can do to make this a really fun, cool winter project. Have fun.